What's up, Rider fam? Welcome back to a brand new whip review. We are now at the beautiful Audi of Wesley Chapel, and today I am bringing you the 2020 Audi A5 Sportback. Here are the top 10 things that you need to know about it. This is the facelift of the Audi A5. In the 2020 model, we have full matrix LED headlights. So if you're wondering what this huge chunk of silverness is, this is the housing for the LED headlights. So Audi has done something different this year. Instead of having one light of LED, they have cutouts and they have some kind of animation in it. And you can see it with the turn signals right here. So basically, this is the daytime running light LED and also the turn signal light. So at the bottom here, you have the radar for the driver's assistant package. You have one on each side. In the middle, this is the brand new honeycomb grille, single frame grille. Audi is the pioneer of the single frame, and before they used to have lines all over the grille, but now instead of keeping this exclusive for the S and RS models, they have the honeycomb grille for the A models as well. So at the bottom here, you have the splitter. This is a pretty nice lip to the car and make it look even more sportier. And right at the front of the hood, you have all those body lines popping off, and you can see how Audi exaggerate those lines starting from here and all the way to the back, and they're popping out more as you go to the back. All right, moving along to the back. So from the side profile of the car, you can see those huge 18-inch wheels make the car look even sportier. So you have those body lines following up all the way to the back, and they're popping more as you get more to the back. You see, they start low to the front and they start popping out more to the back, giving the car that athletic look. And on top, you have that sloping roof line, giving the car this, placing the car in the segment of the four-door coupes, and the finish in the back, all the way in the back with the hatch. At the back, we have the same scenario as the front, where we have fully LED tail lights here. So you can see the animation of the LED when the turn signal is on. So moving to the bottom, we have the new exhaust pipes. Audi is actually going away from the circle exhaust pipes, and now they have this form, almost rectangular exhaust pipe for the A5. And the cool thing about it is that this isn't a functional exhaust pipe, and it's not one of those designs where you cannot go in. Look, my finger can go all the way in and it's functional. Talking of dimension, the Audi is a pretty long car. It is about 186.3 inches long, 72.6 inches wide, and 54.6 inches tall. The A5 is powered by a 2-liter turbocharged engine, which can produce around 248 horsepower with 273 pound-feet of torque. So Audi judged that this car can go from 0 to 60 in 5.7, but some other drivers and testers were able to get away with 5.3 seconds or 5.5 seconds. So the fuel efficiency in this car is about 24 in the city and 32 on the highway. The A5 runs on 4 independent suspensions and is powered by Quattro all-wheel drive. So that means with the Quattro, so the car can efficiently send power to the wheel that needed the most. For example, if you're stuck in a puddle or on a wet surface, the Audi is gonna send, the Quattro system is gonna send power to the wheel that needed the most, to keep the car stabilized and keep you on the ground. The A5 is meant to accommodate 5 passengers, and the interior is all leather. So you can see the nice stitching and the sporty looking, they are sport inspired seats, and you have some nice wood around the dash area. The 2020 A5 has a brand new infotainment system. Looking at the center console, what don't you see? Exactly, so they pretty much removed all the MMI buttons that you had here before in the previous model. So the clicker, the spinning wheel, you had the Navi button, you had the telephone and media button. So everything is gone now. and they just replaced it with storage. And of course you have 2 cup holders over here. The only thing that they left here is this button for the volume, and you can switch between tracks with it too and turn off the audio. While talking about audio, in this car you have the Bang & Olufsen sound system, which features 3D sound. The car has 19 speakers and a subwoofer in the back, which will give you premium sound. Moving up at the center console, Audi put this beautiful 10.1-inch touchscreen. So pretty much everything that you need to operate in the car, the MMI system, it's here at your fingertip. So pretty much it's very responsive. When you click, you can hear that response from the screen, that click, and then pretty much you can do whatever you want in there. Like you have your navi, you have everything. At last, we have the virtual cockpit, which is one of the best in the industry. So this is a refined version of it. Audi has included pretty much the same thing that we had in the previous model, but it's just refreshed. You can see the difference between the previous model and this one, and you pretty much can control everything in the car while you're driving, so you don't get too distracted looking at this screen over here. You pretty much can operate everything right here, like your media, your phone, your navi, and you can see details about the car like consumptions and everything. On the practicality side of things, sitting in the back seat, you pretty much have a lot of headroom. You would think with the sloping roofline you wouldn't have enough headroom, but what they did this curve over here that gives you decent headroom. I'm around 6 feet tall and my head is not touching the ceiling, but if you're over 6 feet, your head could probably be touching it, but it's very comfortable in the back. This is so comfortable as well. And legroom rise, depending on the driver sitting in front of you, you might be touching the driver's seat, but we have those curves here where your knee can fit in, and you have pretty decent legroom as well. It's pretty comfortable in the back and you can enjoy a long ride in here. When you come to the back, you would think that you have a basic trunk, but the whole thing opens up, and this is why you have a hatch. And of course, we have this beautiful panoramic sunroof that opens up all the way back. Outside of the car, you have keyless entry on all 4 doors, 3 zone climate controls, 2 in the front and 1 in the back, touchscreen, and you have a power tailgate. When it comes to safety, the car comes standard with side, knee, and steering wheel airbag. Also, you have on both mirrors, you have the blind spot assist that will help you knowing if you have a car in your blind spot before you switch lane. And also you have your rear view camera that you can activate using a button at the dash, and that can help you park your car easily. The premium level of this car starts at $42,500 MSRP. This is the Premium Plus, and it is just over $51,000. And it is available at the Audi Wesley Chapel. Alright, Rider Fam, that was it for this review of the 2020 Audi A5 Sportback. And this video was possible thanks to...
Hi guys, my name is Maria Hager, so come visit me. All my information will be in the
description below.
There you go. So if there's anything I can do, come visit me.